My name is Isaiah Hobus. I live in North Carolina, Durham, North Carolina, and currently I'm working I'm about to start as a hospital chaplain resident at Duke University Hospital. So I did a unit of CPE, the last chunk of my seminary degree, and going to start full-time coming up here in just a month. So. Yeah, I would say my favorite part of being a Northern student was the professors that were here. I took a lot away just from their experience, their teaching, and particularly at Northern, one of the things I loved the most was a lot of the professors were practitioners, and a lot of them were pastors in their context, whether that was before teaching at Northern or teaching and doing pastoral ministry. And I took a lot away from just the intersection of being well-versed in the theological world, biblical studies world, and then at the same time too being grounded in on-the-ground ministry. And I really appreciate that about a lot of my professors. Biggest takeaway is a really hard question to answer, I think. But I think for me, if I had to pick one thing, it would be just the importance of the inner life of a minister. And I think a lot of my teachers really helped me cultivate a lot of spiritual practices and just inner communion and intimacy with Jesus. And I was really thankful for that. I took a lot away from that, and just how important it is to find time to be quiet and center oneself to be ready to serve and love others in the community. So that, I would say, that is probably the biggest thing I've taken away from Northern. So I think probably the biggest thing is the importance of, this is something that Fitch has said a lot, but cultural exegesis. A lot of times, I did my undergrad in theology and biblical studies, but cultural exegesis wasn't necessarily something that was emphasized. And a lot of theological schools, biblical studies schools talk about exegeting the Bible, but for ministers, especially in today's world, I think it's equally as important to exegete our culture and understand and truly be present with people and seek to understand the things that are shaping them in this present cultural moment that we're in. One thing I had to let go of, I would say certainty. I think I came into seminary with a lot of certainty, and also before that too, and that was something I had to let go of to pursue truth and pursue Jesus in that too. And I still learning and growing a lot in that process, but that was definitely something I had to let go of. Go-to fun fact was there was one class that I had to read, if I remember right, 7 books in the span of 10 weeks, and I will never forget that class. It was with Dr. Hatch, one of my favorite classes, but just saying that to people is always a fun thing to say. I wasn't expecting the amount of reading and just inner formation that would happen. Going in, I knew it would be a transformative experience, but I didn't expect it to be this formative for me. And again, super grateful to have been at Northern, and the faculty have just been incredible. So.